Well, today we heard that Amazon has officially chosen two new locations for the new headquarters for its project known as HQ2. Toronto made the short list of 20 cities competing for the company's attention and up to 50,000 jobs, but it was beaten out by Queens, New York, and Arlington, Virginia. So does Toronto's loss represent a missed opportunity or a close call? Joining me now is the director of U of T's Urban Studies program, Shauna Braille. Thanks for coming in.
Oh, thank you for having me.
So let's talk about this. You know, we don't want to be sore losers here, but is this maybe a benefit that we didn't get Amazon?
I think in retrospect, it's very easy to say, you know, we dodged a bullet here, and now we have a chance to do some other things with the great potential that Toronto has. Certainly, we saw the conversation and the narrative around the value and the benefit of whichever city received the Amazon investment and headquarters as going from a real sense of excitement and opportunity to a sense that they were playing cities off of one another to a sense that whichever city they chose was going to have tremendous difficulty in terms of not just providing the number of talented people that they were looking for, but providing the housing environment that they needed and providing the transit infrastructure. And that's not just for the 50,000 people that are going to be employed by Amazon, and now, of course, they're splitting it into two. But it's also for the rest of the people living in the city. What are the implications for them in terms of affordability, in terms of access to a transit system that is already crumbling under the weight of disinvestment?
And there's been some people where Amazon is currently, there have been some people who have not been satisfied with Amazon being in their community.
Absolutely, and there was an effort by the City of Seattle to pass a tax on Amazon, and it actually went through and then was rescinded as a result of tremendous pressure. Right. And so it's really a sort of a double-edged kind of sword in terms of trying to attract these multinational firms that come with a, this wonderful carrot, right? The investment in the billions of dollars and the jobs in the tens of thousands versus the implications for a city that's already trying to figure out how to grow, and in the case of Toronto, trying to accommodate another 100,000 people a year in our city region. But
we did get some benefit from even just making the bid, right? Let's show what the mayor of Toronto actually tweeted out today. It's from Toronto Global. It's essentially the city's profile got raised here, right? 15,000, almost 16,000 online news mentions. But the big number is there, $143 million of total advertising value equivalency. So Toronto was put on the map. Toronto was mentioned everywhere.
I would absolutely agree. The work of Toronto Global in bringing together the partnership of governments, of institutions and communities in the region, of showcasing our strength in education, in talent, in diversity, in healthcare. That was a tremendous document and a tremendous symbol of what Toronto really has to offer and what Toronto can provide to not just to the types of firms we want to attract, but also to the people and the firms that are already here. And so certainly we've seen lots of other kinds of investments coming. One example is Uber announced their $5 million investment in an engineering and self-driving hub. And that's an investment that really helps to come, to bring profile to Toronto, and we're seeing Toronto's profile really rise in terms of the attraction of these kinds of firms.
Well, that's a good thing. That's not Amazon, but it is amazing. So thank you, Shauna, for joining us. Appreciate that. And Shauna, you are the Urban Studies program, the director of it at the University of Toronto, and the senior associate at its Innovation Policy Lab. Thank you for joining us.